What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Boondocks, Overland, and Outdoors. Kidding, it's going to be an exciting video today. As you can see behind me, the last video I posted, we managed to get that 22-hour out since the timing chain guide had just left the chat and jumped timing, and it was just running rough. So unfortunately, we weren't going to be able to get this truck on the road as I hoped. But today's video, we're going to go ahead and clean up the engine bay. Hopefully we can dry fit or test fit the 2UZ inside this thing today. If not, at least we can prep the engine bay, get it nice and clean, and go onward from there. So thanks again for tuning in, and hope you guys enjoy the video. So what's going on today also is pulled the rear axle out of the donor Sequoia. I have a guy coming to pick it up, so that's more money coming in. And I think after this sale, so on the exhaust, the front diff as well, and the CV axles, after all that is sold, the Sequoia will be officially ready to go scrap. Got a bunch of trash in there, so you can see. And that only means that the 2UZ that will be going in the first gen will officially be a free engine and transmission. Free 2UZ going in the first gen. Can't get any better than that. Got my boy to back me up. Ready to load it up to this fellas. Got a first gen Thunder too. All right, guys, this is a double whammy. We sold the CV axles on the Sequoia to this fella right here, and we're officially guys, 2UZ swap is free. So it's real simple, guys. Today we're going to be eliminating all the things we don't need, like this fuel canister, this wire harness, engine harness here. We're going to be taking as much as we can and leaving just the bare minimum. Also, we're most likely going to have to tackle cutting this thing out of here. I feel like that's going to interfere with the 2UZ. And lastly, dropping that transmission. Enough blabbering around. Let's go ahead and start cleaning this engine bay up. And also, after we clean up the engine bay, we're going to go ahead and start pulling this 2UZ out and start taking all the wire harness out and just leaving it to the bare minimum as well. So let's go ahead and get in it. And just like that, we cleared up a ton of room. It's not a huge difference, but it's notable, and we are getting closer to dry fitting, test fitting the 2UZ in this 83 Toyota pickup, which I'm super excited about. So up next, guys, all we got to do is just drop that transmission and the exhaust. If you guys see me wear the same thing over and over in these videos, that's because there's a certain fit that's required to be working in the conditions that I do work in. So I have specific clothing that's required to work out here and do these projects. So don't judge if you see me wear the same thing over and over in each video. So let's go ahead and drop that transmission. Also didn't disconnect the dry shafts, front and rear, so that'll be fun. Hopefully it doesn't get hung up here. We're doing this the rough way. Let's see. There we have it. This might bite me in the butt. Yeah, I had someone comment. Well, we'll get into that later, but this is me being lazy, guys. This is me being lazy. I wanted to take out the dry shaft from there. Hopefully I can slip it out that yoke. Same thing with the four-wheel drive front dry shaft, but I'm gonna struggle here a little bit. If I can't get to it, then I'll just take out those bolts right there. Okay, you guys were right. Stop being lazy. Had to take the rear drive shaft out. So we just need to cut the exhaust. Hopefully we can finagle these shifters out of here without having to take them apart. And I'll just lift the truck up and go from there. Okay, kids, don't try this at home. So here we have the pile of stuff we took out of the fender walls here on the sides, and it's just looking way much more cleaner and favorable for that 2UZ to go in here. Super excited. It does look a little bit tight, like a tight squeeze in between the frame rails, and I'm hoping I can use those original motor mount brackets, but if not, we're just gonna have to fabricate everything from scratch. But yeah, 2UZ is up next. We need to go ahead and pull that out of there and move RZ Lux out of the way. So before I move RZ Lux, for those who are new to the channel, this is my 84 Toyota pickup, which I also ripped out the 22R out of it and slapped in a 2.7 3RZ engine out of a Tacoma. And I thought, why not? Let's have some fun with it. And I went ahead and turbocharged it, and this thing just gets it. This thing's awesome. I've had this set up for about, I want to say about 2 years now, and it absolutely shreds. And lately it's just been in the back burner. I need to redo the rear gears, 488s, busted those, but it's got dual cases, locked front and rear. And yeah, so here we have it. We got this thing here. We're gonna go ahead and gut out all the harness off of it, and our goal is to separate the transmission, and we'll go from there, I guess. There we have it. Should be the last bolt holding these two together. It looks like it is. So now we just gotta try to separate these two. So let's go ahead and do that, and then this thing should just pop free. Pull this. There we go. Well, there's the motor and tranny separated, which is great news. Now we just got to remove this fan, and we should be in the clear to go ahead and start getting this one ready to go inside the old Yoda here. So let's go ahead and remove that fan. On my previous video, someone commented when I was taking the 22R out of this thing. They were like, oh wow, way to be so lazy to take out the hood. So whoever commented that, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the hood. Okay, I'm not gonna be lazy this time. And it wasn't that I was being lazy, it just, there's no need to remove the hood. I mean, 22R is super short. You see, there's not even a single scuff of the engine hoist. Okay, well, maybe a hairline of a scratch there. Not even a scratch, it didn't even rub off the dirt. And right here, barely even touched it. So I mean, there was no need to take off the hood, and I also didn't want to risk breaking the glass since it's in mint condition. But in this occasion, we are going to have to remove the hood because that big behemoth there, it's a lot longer and girthier than the 22R. So we're going to go ahead and remove the hood. And also I'm thinking of just might as well removing the sway bar, because the oil pan on the 2UZ sits pretty low and it's on the front. It's a front sump, so I'm just might as well remove the sway bar. Well, all of them broke except one, and I'm just gonna snip these off with a grinder. Go ahead and remove this hood without cracking the windshield. Kind of hard to do with just one person, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, hood is removed without any casualties to the windshield. So gonna strap the 2UZ and get that thing in here. Let's go. Pull this manifold off. Okay, just like I suspected, these manifolds get hung up all in here, all in there in the firewall. So we're gonna have to pull these off here. Hopefully these don't break. All right, exhaust manifolds are removed on both sides, and we're ready for round 2 out of maybe 300. We'll find out. Guys, the 2UZ is officially in the 83 Toyota Hilux, and let me tell you, it fits like a glove and looks absolutely amazing in there. I believe in a matter of a week or so, the 22R is out and the 2UZ is in its place. It's not permanently mounted, but check it out, guys. Look at this thing. Fits like a glove. I have about maybe 3 inches or so or more to go back, and still have enough room in here in the front to put a radiator and electric fans, and it just barely misses the steering shaft here. But man, guys, I can't not believe this thing is in here, and it really looks like it's gonna work. Doesn't look like I gotta do much here. Like I said, just move the motor back maybe, I want to say about 2 to 3 inches back. And of course, we still got to mess around with the motor mount brackets, see where all that's going to sit. But let's go see how it looks underneath here. Oil pan's hitting the drag link, or center drag link, and this thing's going to need a lift for sure. These leaf springs are worn out, so maybe a little lift will help with that. And we're also going to do high crossover steering in the future, but for now, this thing is looking solid. Okay guys, so in this video we accomplished a ton again. We did a lot of progress on this UZ Lux build, and I'm so happy to see that 2UZ in there behind me. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate all the support. If you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you guys can stay up to date on this build. May not look like it, but it's a ton of work filming editing and posting. It's a whole process, but I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy sharing this build with y'all. So do me a favor, guys, show your love and support by subscribing. It doesn't cost anything, it's free, and it just shows me that I'm doing something right and you guys are having a good time seeing this thing get built. So yeah, guys, another monstrosity born in my beautiful carport. And yeah, can't wait. Next video, let's go ahead and talk about what we're gonna do next. Yeah, so next video, this thing's gonna be coming back out, and we're gonna try to attempt to make some motor mount brackets for this motor. Also trying to figure out where exactly it's gonna sit permanently. I'm kind of thinking that I'm gonna either have to get a cowl hood or do a body lift, which I really do not want to do, and I'm most likely not going to do that. So because this thing is going to sit a little bit high up here up front, and these little old Toyotas kind of curve in, so most likely going to have to do some kind of hood scoop or cowl hood. It's going to look cheesy, but I think it's going to have to be done because I really don't want to do a body lift. Hate body lifts. So yeah, do that, figure out where the manifolds are going to go in here, and this thing is most likely going to have a lift, so it's going to give us a little bit of wiggle room here. Don't know how much, but it's definitely going to be a lot better than what it is right here. And I'm going to look into maybe finding a rear sump oil pan. I think I seen some online, so we can move that front oil pan to the back. Also, we're going to run into issues with the oil filter, so I need to figure out where I'm going to do where I'm going to relocate this thing, if I can relocate it, and go from there. So it's just, we're far from done, but this is progress. It is in here and it looks pretty darn good. Like I said, I'm going to have to move this motor back a few inches so I can put a radiator, and yeah, put in all the wire harness, figure out the wire harness later on. So this is just the first step, honestly, getting this thing in here and mocking everything up and going from there. So yeah, guys, so enough said. See you on the next video. And of course, we have here Mr. Roscoe. Say hello to YouTube. Hey, say hello to YouTube.